Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. So today is not a reading. Today is to help the collective. We're going to do a ceremony, and you'll know if this ceremony is for you because you've had disturbances in your energy field. You've possibly been one who has called on ancestors or crossed over loved ones, or you feel that some of them need to cross over in this time. I got that many of you are now ready, able, and willing to invoke divine power. And in this essence of invoking divine power, this Gates of Heaven ceremony, that's the name of this ceremony, it's the Gates of Heaven. This Gates of Heaven ceremony is allowing you to grow in your self-love. And it's because of your self-love that has expanded, that you're now able, ready, and willing to release crossed over loved ones, to release ancestors. For many of you, this has come because you are holding the spiritual baton of your legacy. For those who have been in a void, for those who have been in purgatory, for those who, for whatever reason, have not crossed over into the light. Performing this ceremony, and if you've come across this video, it is no coincidence. It is something that your soul, your lineage, your legacy, your ancestors, and the Most High have handed to you in this lifetime to perform. It is no coincidence that you came across this video. It's because you've reached a certain level of self-love, and that self-love has become a medicine to this world, to the broken heart of this world. You've come across this video because when you heal, we all heal. And many of you are creating soul healing for your ancestors, ancestral healing. You're recognizing that you are infinite, that you are loved, and many of you are connecting with your third eye. Your pineal glands are decalcifying. You are connecting with your intuition, transcending what you understand with your mind, discovering a deep inner knowing through the interconnectedness of all. You're tuning into the wisdom, ancient wisdom, a wisdom that is pioneering. You've tapped in, you've tuned in, and you are interconnected with this wisdom. And because of this, you now recognize that all beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny, a destiny of happiness and of freedom. And because of your self-love and your compassion, your healing, you're now aware of this wisdom that sometimes there are attachments. Some of these attachments are lower vibrational beings, entities, and elementals that become frightened of the divine light. Some of these entities, attachments, stayed around and or were called upon by you. You've reached this growth in your evolution where you're now able to release these beings, where you're now recognizing, my apologies, you've reached this essence in your evolution where you're now able to release these attachments, especially the lower vibrational beings, entities, and elements, those that have become frightened of the divine light and believed that they will do better to hide in the human energy field. Hiding within your energy field for many of you. Hiding in the human energy field instead blocks the progress towards liberation, where these beings can pass through the gates of heaven into peace, into bliss, and homecoming to the spiritual source of all life. Sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need to help these beings find their way to the light. And that's why in this moment, if you've come across this video, this is you being handed that spiritual baton to assist your lineage, those legacies, or any lower vibrational attachment to find its way to the light. They can get attached to earthly energies, to people, to places, or even things. Like trying to enter a forbidden city, they attempt to reside where they should not. More times than not, this place that they reside is within the light of the human energy field. Rather than progressing spiritually on their own journey through the gates of heaven into a higher consciousness of bliss. Sometimes things happen because although the journey can occur to a higher consciousness, the lower vibrational beings, to them sometimes it doesn't seem possible. Many of you may consciously sense attachments or spiritual presence that is not of the highest vibration and needs to be released from your energy field. Or you may just feel angry, tired, depleted, or not yourself. This may be because of old energies that you need to release that do not belong to you. Or even from energetic influences that are not a natural part of your energy field and can be released for the greater good of all. The healing process, this Gates of Heaven ceremony, will help you even if you are unaware of the intricacies behind why you are feeling the way you do. You may have just done a clearing in which coming across this video will be confirmation that it is working. The cleansing and the clearing work that you do is, this video is giving you confirmation. If you have recently lost a loved one, then this is also confirmation that they are passing through and are at peace, but could benefit also from your loving prayers, your loving petitions to help them on their way. This oracle may also indicate a psychic skill that you have in helping non-physical beings find their way into a more peaceful consciousness. If you feel this may be the case, you would benefit from seeking out and learning more from skilled practitioners who approach this task with love and kindness in their heart. This ceremony is also a message that there is benefit in calling back to yourself all parts of you. That leaving any part of you attached to another's energy field out of fear, whether or not they gave you permission or encourage you to do so, this is not going to help you grow anymore. The time has come to own your power and no longer seek to enter the forbidden city of another's energy field, and instead seek to pass through the gates of heaven and dwell in the palace of light wherein your own heart, to dwell in the palace of light within your own heart. Now, for the healing ceremony and healing through the gates of heaven. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, focus on your heart. And imagine you can look up through the crown of your head, seeing a brilliant star of light above you that is pure white light with flecks of neon violet light around the edges. And in the core of this star, imagine that light pouring down through the crown of your head, forming a star of light above your head. In the center of your forehead, in your heart center, and in your navel. And then also below your feet. Imagine this light pouring down, filling those stars, and flooding through you like a river of light. Take a deep breath and say, of my own free will, as a sovereign being of light, I now dissolve and disintegrate any contract of permission that I have ever given, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, to any being that does not love me unconditionally, to attach to my energy field. I now release all such beings, entities, attachments, or inclusions from all dimensions of my energy field and body. I release now with love and peace and burn all contracts I have ever made that are associated with them through divine grace and my own free will. So be it. Take a deep breath. Then visualize and or intend that there be a soft pink light in front of you and say, I call on the beings that love and serve this process unconditionally now to hold unconditional love and light in place. Send love to that pink light and say, to all beings and inclusions that are now leaving my energy field, you will be safe. You will be loved. You will be accepted and fed in this pink light of unconditional love. You will feel great. You may go to the light now, if you so choose, or return to Creator Source, or to Mother Earth, as you so choose. But you must leave my energy field permanently now. And through the loving grace of Kuan Yin and my own free will, so be it. Take a deep breath. Allow the love to grow. As it starts to fade away, you will know the process is completed. Focus on the pure white light with the neon violet flecks pouring through your being for 3 more slow breaths. When you are ready, just open your eyes and pray this prayer for release through the gates of heaven. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. So it is, and so shall it be. And that completes this ceremony of the gates of heaven.